Hey everyone, this is Nick Crowder, City and State Real Estate. Wanted to give you an update on what's going on August 2020 in Portland, Oregon with the residential real estate market. Pretty interesting stuff right now, and this is really what I'm looking at right now is our inventory numbers. So 1.3 months is the latest numbers. Lowest it's been in about 3 or 4 years. And what's really crazy, I'll show you on these charts, is our pricing went up 1.7% just in the last month on average and went up almost 1% on the median sales price. It's a pretty big jump. I think that we're seeing the effect of limited inventory and low interest rates. And Portland's been having a lot going on. We've had protests in the downtown area. We've had fires that are going on right now, which are just horrible throughout the state. Um, but this is really the story of what's going on, I think, in pricing. Normally, this time of year, should have about 7,000 properties on the market. Right now, it's 3,900, so close to half of the active listings that we normally have. And as you can see, this is all based on COVID. COVID hits right here in March, and by April, it really started to diverge from the last couple of years. Same thing with new listings. We kind of went and dropped down quite a bit from March to April. People decided to wait this out, and it stayed low, started to increase, but we're right in line now with the rest of the last 2 years. But we're started at a pretty big deficit. And here's another thing. So our pending sales in total is about the normal, but we had very few sales March, April, May. It kind of came back to normal, and June, July, and August we're doing more than catching up for our slower sales earlier in the year. Usually this is the peak. People don't realize this, but usually March and April is when you want to be on the market if you're selling, because April, May, June are kind of the big months, and then it kind of tapers off through the rest of the year. And right now, because of COVID, we're seeing a huge shift in that because so many people decided to wait. And right around here is also when stimulus started to happen, interest rates went down. Average time at market, it's actually dropping right now, so we're staying close to what the bottom is, which is usually about 40 days, is kind of the low for the year, and usually goes up to about 80 at the beginning of the year. And that's right where we were this year. 2020 January, 75 days in market on average, and now we're down in the high 30s, low 40s, and that's typical. But right now, just with the high sales and low inventory, we're seeing um, things moving pretty quickly. And this big spike in sales that you see here, usually this is something that happens earlier in the year, and this has been very pronounced. I think a big part of this really is interest rates. Um, but we're at all-time highs. You can see we hit 475 high in 18, and in the 2019 our high was 475, and now we're getting close to 5.25. Like I said, I think it's 5 and 11 right now. So great news if you own a home, and honestly, if you're a buyer, that it's difficult, it's competitive, but interest rates are so low right now that it makes buying a home now more affordable than it was, I think, 2 years ago, even with the prices being a little higher. Interest rates end up making a much bigger difference over time than sales price in most cases. So I hope you found this is helpful. This is things our agents talk about, and we try to share with our clients, keep them educated on what's going on. And so if there's anything we can do to help you, please say something in the comments or reach out to us directly, cityandstatere.com, or give us a call. Thanks so much. Bye.